Hey guys, what is up? Tasman Dart here. Welcome back to my movie review, and today here's my review for Mortal Kombat 2. So, Mortal Kombat 2 is a sequel to the 2021 video game adaptation of Mortal Kombat. And the plot of this movie is that it follows Earthrealm's defenders, including Johnny Cage, Sonya Blade, Liu Kang, and Jax, as they are lured into a interdimensional fighting tournament in Outworld. So I'll be honest, I have very mixed feelings going into this movie. Mainly because, well, I do think the first Mortal Kombat film from 2021 was a decent enough film, but could have been a lot great. Like I do enjoyed it. Like I do like I do like some of the cast, and I do like some of the action, and I do think it's a cool looking movie. But I just thought the movie was solid enough, but it could have been great. So going into the sequel, when I saw their, I was pretty mixed on it, and when I saw that Johnny Cage is going to be played by Carl Euban, I have very mixed feelings about that casting choice. Excuse me, sorry, but I heard really decent things. Say it was actually better than the first film. Okay. First of all, I think Carl Euban is a great actor. Like he was great in the Lord of the Rings movies, Star Trek, Thor Ragnarok, and even though I haven't seen The Boys, but I heard he was really good in that series. But I think he's a great actor, but I just don't really see him as Johnny Cage. Um, but I went to see this movie, and what do I think of it? I gotta say, guys, Mortal Kombat 2 is actually a lot of fun. It's a very solid sequel, and this is a movie that we should have got in the first place. And also, but before I get to my thoughts on what positives and negatives about this movie, I do apologize. It's been a while. I do apologize that I haven't really done that much reviews. I mean, I had to like take a break for a minute, and it's been a while since I did movie reviews. So here's my review, guys. So the positives of the movie is that the acting was really great. Give me a minute. Okay. Yeah, the acting in this movie was really great, especially with Adeline Rudolph as Katana. Of course, Carl Euban, who actually was surprisingly is the standout as Johnny Cage. Now, I don't really see his look as Johnny Cage, but the way he actually did surprise me. He actually did a pretty solid job playing Johnny Cage. You know how he was an action star, and how he and how Carl Euban has his personalities as a character. It actually was pretty good, as well as like Jessica Namey as Sonya Blade, Martin Ford as Saya Khan, Louis Tane as Cole Young, Tati Gabriel as Jade, Louis Lan as Lin Kang, and Hariku. Sorry, I can pronounce their names. All these actors give out really great performances, as well as like, of course, Hiroyuki Sandia Hanzo. Who's like this? Yeah, yeah. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, and yeah, also some other actors like C.J. Bloomfield as Baraka, and and Josh Leinson as Kano, who all the actors were really great in this movie. Um, so yeah, and of course the action was the action was a lot of fun to watch. Um, and this movie had some really great choreographs, and this movie has great cinematography, and this movie also has really great entertaining moments, and it also has some really fun moments, and there are some scenes that actually do look a lot better than the first Mortal Kombat. Um, and there are some really moments that actually do look really that they are really good. And this movie has, and also some of the visual effects. Well, maybe not the visual effects. I will say is nothing anything spectacular, but the visual effects for the most part are actually look pretty good. And the characters were really entertaining. It's actually the direction was pretty solid, And this movie also has really great production values and costume designs, and really great set designs as well. And also has a really awesome climax and a really awesome villain. You know, I think is. Let me check the villain's name. Sorry for forgot villain's name. Villain. Yes, Soya Khan. Hang on. Yeah, Soya Khan was actually one of the coolest looking villains I've ever seen on screen. I mean, especially with the mask and the costumes, it looks really well done. Excuse me. I also like how the budget is actually cost 80 million. Well, it may not be like the greatest thing they spent on the film, but it actually was actually well spent because of its production and costume designs and even how the film looks of what it shows. It actually looks really good. And there are some story elements that especially with the first act of the film with Katana. I thought it was actually interesting how they did it, but unfortunately they didn't really do much with it. And there are some storylines for Johnny Cage which are actually pretty good as well. And yeah, and also it has a really great amount of humor too. Like some of the humor is actually pretty funny. As much as I do enjoy this movie, guys, I do see some flaws. The flaws is the story. Like the story is not really that great. I mean, I do think Mortal Kombat 2 was a victory, but it's actually a very flawed victory. And I think the story could have been could have been something special. Like it has a really promising story, but but it actually kind of felt like it was just falling flat. At times it doesn't. It kind of feels hollow. Like that's what actually makes it very underwhelming. And there are some scenes that were just not needed. And there are some characters that they even killed off Cole at the middle of the Cole from the first Mortal Kombat film. They even killed him off in the, which is not really technically a spoiler, but they kill him off in this film in the second act. And that's actually the one thing that really he was like the main character in the first film. And you have to kill him off in this. That's just I just thought that was wasted. And also, I think there are some characters. I would wish there's a lot more depth for these characters and a lot more arc with these characters, like Sonya, who's a good character, by the way, in this film. I really enjoy her character, but they could have done a little bit more with her. And the ending, I thought, was fine, but it wasn't really the best way how it ended. And unfortunately, when you look at the box office for Mortal Kombat 2, it's not really doing great. I mean, I wouldn't really say it's like a big bomb, but it actually underperformed the box office, and it wasn't really released in theaters for that long. So right now it's actually sold out in theaters. So we're not gonna get a third movie. So I'm honestly okay with it. I mean, I hate to say this, but I just wish we could get a really awesome Mortal Kombat films, just like the Mortal Kombat. Most of the Mortal Kombat game were actually awesome. Most of the Mortal Kombat games were actually awesome as they were on its own, especially with the classic eras and even like Mortal Kombat 10 or Mortal Kombat 11, and yeah. Mortal Kombat has potential to be an awesome movies, but they just really didn't quite make it yet. But overall, I had a good time with Mortal Kombat 2. I was actually generally surprised how much I actually had fun with it. I mean, do I wish the movie could have been great? Yes. And do I think it's better than the first film and it's the one that we should have got in the first place? 100% yes. Absolutely. So yeah, but if you guys are interested, you can go check it out. You might have to wait until streaming if you get to watch it, because I wouldn't really say it's like worth watching in theaters. But if you're interested, you can check it out. You have to like wait until streaming or buy on Blu-ray if you can. So yeah. So overall, I'm gonna give Mortal Kombat 2 a 7 out of 10 or a B. Yeah, like I know this movie is now getting divided. Some people either like it, some people really did not like it, and yeah, it's really not surprising, honestly. But yeah, but for what it is, even though it is a flawed film, but do I have a good time with it? Yeah, and also it is better than the first film, and I'm really happy to say that Mortal Kombat 2 is actually a lot of fun, despite its flaws. Like it's a flawed sequel, but a really fun and entertaining sequel. That's what thought about Mortal Kombat 2. So that's my review for Mortal Kombat 2. I promise I will return next time, guys. I will return next week to continue what movies I saw recently. Don't worry, guys. Coming next Wednesday, I will have my movie reviews coming either next Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. Um, so look forward to that if you can. So that's all I got. Have a good day, guys, and have a good weekend. And I'll see you guys later.